Right. 3, 2, 1. Live from inside Jim Ryan's basement, it's Super Gamekast 2 with your host, Bronson Fiore.
Help, he will not feed us.
He won't feed us at all.
He keeps making us play new PlayStation games and telling us how bad old ones are.
Don't play the old games, they're terrible.
Well, he shows us Gran Turismo 2 and he's like, why would you play this?
Why would you play this at all?
So hi, I'm Bronson Fiore.
Hey!
I am your host, and this is Super Gamecast 2, the #1 place for video game news on the internet.
Ooh.
I'm joined by the always awesome Aaron Reynolds.
Hi, hey, how's it going?
The mod mommy wielder of the band Hammer, Emily Hulslander.
I'm gonna go crawl into a corner and cry. In Jim Ryan's basement.
Yeah.
And then finally, our very own ninja, Mr. Jesse Pewitt.
Yes. Hi. Hello. I'm here. I made it.
Hey, how are you?
I feel that, bro.
And I woke up at 10:25 today.
Ooh.
Yep. Yes. Oh my God, Aaron! I just looked at the screen.
Yeah.
That's good. It's so good.
This is our new default as far as I'm concerned.
This is it. This is it.
I approve. I do approve. So.
Oh, that's awesome. I think this is gonna get old after a while, but I like it.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Yes. But
also notice our entertainment center, we're still rocking a 360, the ultimate console.
Of course we are. Okay, how about this? For future news stories, I'm gonna edit our squares so it's just our heads. We place our heads on each of these avatars, and then we have the news story on the TV.
Oh God, no!
This definitely won't get old. Come on.
No, never. That'll never get old. It's so good.
We have fun here.
We do.
You know what you can do is set up a scene for so the news story, right, is about PlayStation, so you have a scene where there's a PS5 there instead of a 360.
Hey, see, there's stuff we can do with this.
Oh, lordy.
Bring back Netflix party, you monsters.
That's right.
I want it so bad, but I'm never going to have it.
No, it's over.
Hey guys, it's been another week.
It has been.
And a whole bunch of video game news happened.
Oh my God. Man, a lot of news within a few days, just in the gaming realm. We're not getting into everything else that happened. This week.
The PlayStation Premium service, the PlayStation Premium service, news continues to fun out. It's been launched in, I want to say, Hong Kong? Hong Kong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Just Hong Kong?
Yes, I think it might be. Yeah, to start, and it's supposedly kind of a total shit show.
Is it now?
Kind of.
Yeah. Starting out, for some reason they are using the 50 hertz PAL versions of these games on the PS1 games instead of the 60 hertz US version.
Why?
10 less hertz you have to stream, right?
Yeah, right.
But these are downloads.
I swear this was a story a while ago where they had accidentally uploaded the worst version. So wasn't this a thing before? Not for PlayStation Plus, but for PlayStation in general?
It was a thing for PlayStation Classic.
That's right, it was the Classic.
Thing. Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
I don't understand. Is it just because Jim Ryan's from Europe and he's trying to get revenge? Is this it?
I mean, we like to talk mess about PlayStation in current times, but there are good people who care about video games at PlayStation.
Absolutely.
What's going on?
I'm just who the emulator can't be that much different. For those of you who don't know what this means, is basically your refresh rate is ideally linked to your frame rate, and and ideally a standard TV or monitor runs at 60 hertz, and if you have your hertz match your frame rate or a multiple of your frame rate, the game's going to look and run better. and like so, just putting out this PAL version from Europe is really weird.
Yeah.
And will probably cause screen tearing on PS1 games.
Oh man, it'll be terrible. It's gonna be a terrible experience. This is
I
not the way
can't
to
wait.
play any of these games.
Oh my god.
Digital Foundry put out an emulator video and says like there's weird ghosting issues. So
Ghosting issues?
Yeah, like that. Like there's like image ghosting.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But hey, guys, PS1 games have trophies now.
Hey, check that out. You
Yeah.
know, look.
Like Ape Escape apparently was running at like 25 frames a second. Siphon Filter 20.
Is this all in the Digital Foundry video?
Yeah, this is all in the Digital Foundry video.
Well, I got that pulled up here, so I don't know.
You can see all of that lovely.
Oh, what's happening? Oh my.
What's going on now? Hold on, let me. Yeah,
We're just watching some stuff happening with Ape Escape here.
Man, those polygons.
Yeah.
I love the PS1, but yeah, no. So it's some real good problems there. They do a full analysis breakdown of it.
Okay.
So if you want to go into depth with that,
Yeah.
like
There's Digital Foundry, PS Plus, classic games emulators tested. So.
Yep. And they're not good enough.
And they're not good enough. Yep.
So
You know, this Ape Escape experience is probably going to be better than my first Ape Escape experience, though. I rented the game and didn't have an analog contrers, so couldn't.
Oh,
Oh,
do
cool.
anything.
Cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Great use of our weekly rental.
Man, that's a
Lordy.
shame.
Yeah. So I'm curious. You know, we all know the PS4 emulator works fine for the most part. PSP, I'm curious about when they and then yeah. So we'll see. Man, so far it's not looking good.
So far, it's not. So it's just
like, let's say less than 40 hertz, and that's not even locked.
Yeah.
So,
man.
Yeah, that's and then so they had some other news come out with
Okay.
that hey, due to a technical error, that was showing that you would have had to pay back. So anyone who purchased PS Plus subscriptions at a discount and stacked those subscriptions would be charged extra to upgrade to their higher PlayStation Plus tier beyond like just the fee, like to pay back the discount. But then Sony came out to, a couple days later. It was like it was a quote technical error, and that's why they were charged extra.
That error was nobody likes this shit.
This error this is once again, this is very typical PlayStation ass behavior. Thank God these games are in the highest tier. Pay more for shitty quality.
Thank you, Nasty Boots. Yes.
Yeah. Just this goes back to something you said last week, Ninja, where it's just like this is just totally Sony. Just has cool idea, but they don't want to do it because it's going to cost them time, money, and resources. So they execute it like shit. It doesn't do well, and then they cancel it.
Yep.
You know? Or if it's like PlayStation VR, it hangs on for dear life, and then they actually do it properly.
Mm-hmm.
God
damn, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad they claimed it was error, and that's all done. And then we had another news story back here regarding the PS3 games on this service.
Yeah, so it just gets better.
It just gets better.
They just keep winning. I might subscribe to a month of it just like out of curiosity.
Of course.
Like just like just to come back here and report on it. Well, it's out June 2nd, right? Yeah, I think that's it. June 2nd, whatever.
That would make sense because that's the conference or whatever they're doing, right?
Yeah. Anyway, so it's coming in June, basically. I'll probably do it towards the end of June because I'll have a little extra money.
Okay.
Oh, June 13th. So
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so hey, PS3 games, if they have DLC, you will not be able to stream their DLC.
What?
Even better.
Why?
Fuck you. That's why.
God damn it! We just play the game. I want to play. I want to play your video games.
There's so many good PS3 games that
Yes.
I would pay good money to get like a proper PS5 version of. So I still have my PS3 active and functional and hooked up in my living room.
Mm-hmm.
Because of all the games on it that are like locked in prison to it. So like I still have let's see, I still have like all like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, like all these amazing games that are just in prison essentially to this device that is eventually going to die on me and I'm just gonna be fucked.
Yeah. Nasty Boots says, remember, this is the company that could have bought all the other Marvel characters when buying Spider-Man for like $7 million, and quote from Sony, who gives a fuck about the other characters?
I mean, this was like 2001, like that back then made a little more sense.
Sure.
Like back then. Now, yes, that's a hindsight is 2020 thing. Because like if you ask most people in like 1999 to 2001 who the fuck Iron Man is, they're gonna be like, what?
Well, right. Yeah. But like,
yeah,
think about what they missed out on.
Yeah, but also who's to say that they'd be able to have capitalized on it like Marvel?
Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, Sony has not been stellar in terms of turning those properties into something amazing. See what I did there? All right.
If Morbius is any indication,
everyone knew the Hulk.
We might be getting a Morbius sequel. I just want to let you know because of all of this meme nonsense.
Morbid time.
It's Morbid time. Oh, it's so good.
Just, bruh, like, ASURA's Wrath is a game that's on that service, right? And it's a great game. But, like, it's a lot of its ending and its core stuff is tied to the DLC.
Right.
Which you won't be able to stream.
Oh, man.
Man. Infamous 2 has an amazing DLC, the fucking Festival of Blood.
Yes, that DLC's great. Oh man, sorry.
All the Motorstorm tracks have DLC. oh fuck.
I want to play Infamous 2 again someday.
I have the platinum. I would love to get another platinum in that.
Sure.
Well, luckily for you, part of it is coming to the service, so.
Part of it? Oh, that's great. Oh, awesome.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Well,
are they gonna put the 1.0 version of these games out too?
Right.
There's no patches.
Who needs patches for these old games?
Yeah, nobody cares.
Who cares?
Fuck.
Oh my god, which story is this? Okay, well, the next couple of stories are good.
Yeah, so yes, we do have some positive PlayStation news. Just, man, you can tell they did not want to do this service, though, man.
Right.
Like,
yes.
Game Pass just totally forced their hand. Like, Microsoft putting out the classic games totally forced their hand because that, like, the Xbox isn't selling as well as the PlayStation, but it's still selling really well and is beating them in some weeks in some territories. That is enough to make them sweat. So they're putting out this fucking shell, and you know,
it just doesn't make sense because like this is people want this. Like this is a great way to play old games.
Yeah, it is. I would love to play these classics and not have to have a PS2 in my house, a PS3 in my house, and you know all this other stacked up garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But that's unfortunately not the world.
And like Xbox has made this move with Game Pass, but like Sony is still kind of like the king. Like people talk about, like people consider the PlayStation the front runner. Like if you introduce like this indie, like here's our Game Pass, put your indie game exclusively on here on the PlayStation, like there'd be a bunch of people who line up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And yet, so
and yet no.
Wow. Just a bummer. Hopefully they turn it around.
And like you can tell that they're really going to be like leaning on their newer stuff. Like Miles Morales is on here, and like Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding, and all these other games that they have really backed on PS5.
Which like that's not a bad thing necessarily. Them like putting all their money into getting these big games out, like that's what they're known for, and that's cool. But they don't have to.
They don't have to, and also like they're not doing day one either. So like they're not leaning into the indies. They're not leaning into their new big releases. They're not leaning into fucking their old games. Like, what the fuck is the point of this service other than to just say, well, we have a Game Pass too?
Right.
Well, we tried it, didn't do well, so we're gonna kill it.
Yeah, right. That is, we still have to see what the full service is, because what we saw last week was a sample.
Yes, that is fair. But man, that is not a good sample.
No, it was not.
You guys want a fucking Game Pass? I'll give you a Game Pass.
Yep.
Yeah, like like you go and you look at you look at this, like I pulled up the list now, and it's just like like the PS5 list is fairly well documented and covered here. Your Miles Moraleses, your Demon Souls, your Returnals, your PS4 lists. You got your Uncharted's and your stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Your PS3s, no one cares because it's streaming. Your PS2 games are all PS4 remastered versions. And then you have a bunch of PS1 games that all run like crap and are terrible choices. Oh, and you have one PSP game in America and 2 in every other region.
Right.
So, great.
They still got some stuff in here. Like, I'm not saying that they missed completely. But yeah, there's a lot. Like, it speaks to PlayStation's incredible backlog that, like, what we see here is like, wow, you guys really? You could be doing so much more.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Yeah. But they said it was a sample, so we'll see. I do like the idea that
PS3.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Aaron.
I was just gonna say I like the idea of going back and playing Jak 3 again. That sounds nice.
That's a really good game.
Yeah. Anyway,
the PS3 store is still open, right? They didn't actually.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Plan to. Maybe now's the time I actually hook up my PS3.
Right.
So yeah, like that. It's still like I recommend that you get your PS3 out, download whatever the hell it is you want, and pay for what you want, and load that shit onto a very new working hard drive for your PS3.
Right.
No, so
I love this. I love this for you, Bronson. I love that they have Resistance 3 and not 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Just here's a resistance. Enjoy.
Yeah, we are resisting resistance.
Okay.
All right, well, some positive news, as long as you're not a console fanboy. By 2025, the fine folks at PlayStation will be making half of their money from mobile and PC versus 2019, where it was most, if not all of their money on console and a little bit on PC, a 10%. What they recommend, what they think of this year is going to be, which is about 30% PS5, 35% a mix of PS4 and PS5, 20% PC, and about 10% mobile. So
yeah, all right. Like
yeah, and the sales on their PlayStation versions on PC are doing pretty well, and they're reviewing very strong.
Yep.
So
I read something that's saying that Sony's getting closer and closer to. I don't know that they'll ever reach it, but they're getting closer and closer to day one PC releases.
Do it.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
I'm all for it. Then we can hear people whine about like that for some reason, even though more people are getting to play the game.
Right.
Why does it matter?
Yep.
Right.
If they don't want to, like, they are free to release it exclusively on PS5, and then like some months or even a year later release it on PC or something, and like PC fans will be generally fine with that.
Yeah, they will be, because like if you are that kind of PC gamer, like Quinn, for example, is that kind of, our friend Quinn is that kind of PC gamer. He just refuses to buy a console. Like he just absolutely, unless there's a title that is just that mind blowing for him,
Right?
he just refuses. That's just who he is as a person.
Sure.
And like, yeah, he's not gonna go buy a PS5 for, especially now, play God of War 2. He will either wait for that PC version or not play it.
Right.
Facts.
And that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, cool. I'm glad to see both. Obviously, Microsoft is, but cool to see PlayStation starting to go that way as well.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe we'll finally get that world where everything is crossplay and beautiful, and it's a perfect gaming utopia.
One can hope.
One can hope. God damn it.
Except for Nintendo. Nintendo's just going to wall them off.
Nintendo is their own thing, and everyone's just accepted that. It's fine.
Yeah. Just Nintendo's just off in the corner like, yeah, you go, little guy.
Oh, God damn it.
The world we live in where Nintendo is the little guy.
Yeah, right. Well.
Well.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Hey guys. I think, was that all of our PlayStation stuff? Oh wait, we have one more. One more. PlayStation coming in with bangers today.
Yeah.
On June 2nd, this week, Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we are going to have a lovely, absolutely lovely bit of news here, where it is Sony is doing a state of play to get out ahead of Microsoft's not E3. So,
why didn't they look? I just want them to be like, I'm totally fine with them having their own state of play. I'm fine with them not being at Summer Games Fest. I don't know, just do it on that weekend. Come on. Restore my E3 dream.
Never.
Give me the experience.
I want the experience. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care if you like. I don't care if you do your state of play where everything's, you know, we all recognize that the live conferences were dumb, as fun as they were. But like, can we just all let's condense it to one weekend? Why are you trying to get out like this?
Because they don't want to share it. They are you know, going to continue. You know, they want to be on that island, so they get all the press.
I guess.
You know? Well, that's what they want. They want their little press island.
Ugh.
So
Bummer, but okay.
I mean, yeah, it's a bummer for us, and it's a bummer. It's especially a bummer for me because you're doing it at 3 p.m. on a fucking Thursday, so we can't stream it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, we're not giving Microsoft preferential treatment. They just do it on like Sunday morning,
Right?
When we can do it.
Yep.
We promise you.
God.
Yeah. Remember this coming that should have brought all the other. Oh no, sorry. I thought that was referencing some of the stuff we were talking about earlier.
Oh
no. Sorry. Anyway. Oh, man. So this is cool. Supposedly they're announcing a new Sly Cooper that's supposed to be out in September, but it's not developed by Sucker Punch. It's apparently going to be made by the Entwined and Concrete Genie devs. Which Entwined was Concrete Genie. PSVR game.
Oh, okay.
And then Entwined, which was very mediocre.
Well, all right. I was excited.
What happened to that company that made Sly 4?
Right.
That game was really good. I don't know why people like got on that game's case. I had a great time. I played through it on the Vita. It was super fun.
I don't recall anyone not liking it.
Yeah, they were acquired by Facebook.
Oh,
unfortunate.
Damn,
they got bought by Facebook in 2020. Yeah, so they made all those collections, Sly Collection, God of War Collection, Jack Collection. And then Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal, Sonic Boom Fire and Ice for 3DS.
Ooh.
They did the Spyro trilogy. They did a bunch of VR games for PS4 and Oculus, and then they got bought by Facebook.
Okay.
So,
well,
sorry, Sanzaru Games.
All right. Well, good luck to the Concrete Genie devs. This is quite a title to get on.
That is but Concrete Genie apparently was fairly popular from what I remember hearing.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that hoping that will lead into positive things for Sly Cooper. I'm obviously is a big fan of the franchise here. I'm a big fan myself. So
yeah.
Yeah.
There's some speculation that, according to this article, that the June PlayStation event will focus on PSVR 2. Which
here for it.
No. Stop
yes. Give it to me.
Stop it.
Give me all the VR.
No, give me some fucking more regular games for the PS5 and some dates for once.
But also give me Final Fantasy 16.
You're right, yeah.
And I need a game to come out on my list. Come on.
Right.
Hold on, let me pull up that Fantasy Critic real quick.
Sure.
What is Ninja's list? Because man,
oh man, it is looking bad.
Yeah, well, you named hey man, if lordy, well, hey, we always got next year's draft.
Nothing else.
All right. Let's see. I really need Cuphead and Bayonetta to do well if I want to secure the W. All right, let's see. I think you got a gimme in God of War Ragnarok. There are toys being made that say September.
Oh,
yep.
I think that one's a safe bet. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a safe bet. I fucking hope Sea of Stars is a safe bet.
Right? The game looks so good.
I'll be real with you, dude. I don't think the rest of these are making it out.
No, I don't think so either.
And I think if DNF Duel makes it, I think it's going to review like garbage.
Yep.
Aaron, you need to drop Starfield.
I know. I need to drop Starfield. Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah. So
I have not been keeping up on any of that, but
yeah, no. Anyway, so yeah, I think Final Fantasy 16 will be dated. Is it going to come out? Is this going to come out like today or like this year?
I think they're close. I think they're close.
Yes, I think they're close and they've been letting on for sure. 100%. I think God of War is totally going to be dated for September.
Yeah.
I think that's 100% going to be a piece here. And we're going to get another big trailer, maybe with a big reveal, and then they're going to date that shit. Personally, I'm hoping for some more Spider-Man 2 footage. Because apparently the voice actor for Venom has been in doing mocap.
Ooh.
That's exciting.
So
that's fun.
I mean, that game is getting closer. So, yeah, boy.
All right.
All right. Well, anyway, so that's all that. I want fake E3 to be as good as regular E3.
I know.
So yeah, I'm hoping Sony used to have some real banger press conferences. So yes. I'm really hoping that we get something.
They don't have it set up the way they did, but like Sony had really benefited from going after Microsoft that 1 year when Xbox was struggling. Like, so there's no like set up, home run this time around, but like I always felt like Sony kind of benefited from being the last bigger conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, just absolutely. Like they were second to last. Nintendo was always
You're
last.
Right. Yes,
because Sony was Monday night, Microsoft was Monday morning, and then Nintendo was Tuesday. Tuesday early morning.
But also Nintendo always kind of felt like they were doing their own thing at the same time.
Yes, sometimes Nintendo would have something that just like I remember. I was on the show floor the year they did Smash 4.
Yeah,
and no one gave a shit about anything else.
right.
It was cool. So yeah, it was you know, and to be fair, they had so many Smash 4 kiosks, dude. It was easy to get to go and play it too.
Nice.
So like that, like literally their entire booth was Smash 4 outside this like tiny little corner.
That's awesome.
So yeah, here we go. So that was all the PlayStation news. God,
Ah.
They're going through some stuff, ups and downs.
they need someone who understands video games at the top. They need to bring. They need to bring back. They need to bring back like, I don't know, Adam Boys or somebody.
Right. Yeah.
Someone who gets like, you know, the video game culture, because like it feels like Jim Ryan, like because Jim Ryan's been at PlayStation since the mid-90s. It's just it also just feels like he's business dude,
More the business end.
yeah, not the, you know, you need that. I feel like Microsoft needs someone who can push deadlines and organize their goddamn studios. But I feel like Sony needs a Phil Spencer.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
To come in and tell the business people, look, no, this is going to be, you need to think long term.
Right.
So,
I don't know.
So
We'll see.
That's that. Move forward. Okay, Activision Blizzard continues anti-union activity. Or there's proof of anti-union activity and threatened union organizers. The labor board says the charge will now go to mediation and a suit will be filed.
Fun.
Weird.
It's funny, when I didn't have the link for this, I searched Activision Blizzard anti-union, and I got a number of stories, none of them from this week. Because it's just constant.
It is. It is absolutely just like, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, especially now, it makes fuck all sense because you're being bought anyway.
Right.
Like, it makes no sense. Like, you know, like it makes no sense. Like, you know. So, look, we've talked this shit to death throughout the weeks, and you already know the take.
Yep.
Like, it's
good times. So
upside is they're hiring a lot more women.
Hey,
so
that's
a
something.
thing.
That is an upside.
I keep seeing a bunch of ads, you know, a bunch of people on Twitter getting hired for that company, and about 2/3 of them have been women. So
Okay.
you know,
I hope it helps.
get the W's where you can get them.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's going to be a slow burn for them to get fixed. On the positive side, Microsoft's being the good guy here, because in our other story is Phil Spencer and the fine folks at Microsoft said, yes, they will recognize the Raven Software Blizzard Entertainment union after the acquisition closes.
This is some pretty good news. And this is where I was like, we're big fans of Phil Spencer here. He has not really misstepped.
Other than the fact that he can't get his studios to put shit out on time.
That's really it. But that's like that's really it. And honestly, you know, I don't know. I don't think that's a killer, at least not yet. But this was always like, you knew like Microsoft as an entity was not going to be thrilled with unions being formed under them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they probably don't give a shit because they actually have so few internal like people like that. Let me tell you, I work in one of their smaller offices. Like, I'm saying like 85% of that building is contractors, bro.
Right. Which is a problem in itself, you know, as we talked about with the Nintendo news a few weeks back.
Yep.
So that is a problem. But like, if this is a Phil Spencer call, then that's fantastic.
Yes, if he's making this, or like even Microsoft, like Microsoft as a whole, to like is doing a great job just being like, yeah, no, we're totally recognizing this. Like, absolutely, this is, you know, it's good for everyone involved. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will want to keep my eye on how this is handled going forward, because anyone can like say we will accept this and then like make it hard for the union to function.
Yes,
you know, so it's something to keep watching out for. But this is a real good story for now.
This is a very good step. Yes,
yep.
Absolutely. Yep. You know, there's not much else we can say about it, obviously, right now. But
I like the statement from Phil. Linda Norman and I have been spending a lot of time educating myself on unions. We absolutely support employees' right to organize and form unions. I just like, I don't know. I like the idea that Phil Spencer has never encountered like union. Well, we're getting married?
Who are we merging with? I don't understand.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, that dude's been at Microsoft his entire adult life, right?
Right.
Like an internal employee.
Yeah. And it's a for like management, it's a rough transition if you've never dealt with a union before. So like he's done well so far. I think he'll continue to do well.
Yeah, it's just you know, like that's something new, man. He's gonna he's gonna have to get used to that shit.
Right.
So.
If anyone has their finger in the air regarding unions in America, I imagine it would be Phil at Microsoft.
Yeah, no, I think that he is very much probably in tune.
Yeah,
but yeah. So
all right, I hope that keeps going.
Yep.
Good.
Hey, some Game Pass drama going on right now.
All right, I've noticed that we've been kind of just blowing through these news stories, and that's not like a bad thing. I just realized, oh man, we're gonna spend so much time on this. I'm excited. Let's go.
Kotaku, recently Kotaku, the fine yellow journalists that they are, put out a thing that says long article criticizing Game Pass and talking about it and how the honeymoon's over and that their first party portfolio is looking very dry and like $15 a month, and it's too much because there's the service is great, but there ain't AAA exclusive that compel me to stay. There's a writer for Tom's Guide, Tony Polanco, which I actually know that guy.
Yeah.
He follows me on Twitter. Oh. So I'll be back when titles start dropping. Washington Post reporter Gene Parker shared a similar sentiment. So other prominent members of the gaming contingent lamented paying up front for months, if not years, of Game Pass, while others compared it unfavorably against the upcoming revamp of PlayStation Plus. Which I don't know who is saying Game Pass looks bad in comparison to that.
Right.
That makes fuck all sense.
Makes no sense, none whatsoever.
Like what? Like, I guess if you compare old AAA exclusives, maybe, but like I can play so many good ass 360 games on that thing right now. Mm-hmm. So. But
like, you can play them you can play them day one. Like,
yeah, that too. Like, yeah, I know Starfield's not till next year. Neither is Spider-Man.
Yep.
So, and also Microsoft hasn't had their E3 equivalent, so who the fuck knows? That Gears of War rumor been getting real hot recently.
Sure.
The Marcus Phoenix collection, give it to me. Let's go.
Oh, dude, if Gears 3 is out, we gotta do a 4-player run. We gotta, dude.
For Gears 3 specifically?
I mean, 1 and 2 are 2 players. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right.
So yeah, we'd have to do Gears 3, and also Gears 3 has that sick ass version of Horde, best version of Horde.
That's true. Yeah. I could just play Horde.
Yeah. So a dip in interest. So they say a dip in interest was inevitable for the past few years. Xbox was co-star a tidal wave of goodwill, which has continued to make some of the biggest AAA games, not just exclusive, but also multi-platform hits like Guardians of the Galaxy available on service. That, alongside a regular flow of smaller titles that benefit from the marketing boost, part of the joy of subscribing is you never know what you're going to get. This mix of bag of big and small, old, new, caused Game Pass to ramp up in 2020, and they ticked up last year, although slower. And then amidst an absolute banger series of lineups in the fall. There's no way Microsoft could have maintained this cadence forever. 6 months into 2022, though it's added the occasional gem, Game Pass is yet to feature, oh my god, take my money, lineup of forthcoming games. I think Game Pass this year has been fine. I think that Guardians of the Galaxy is a great game. It's just I already bought it last year because I'm a gigantic fan of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at their Jurassic Park Evolution, that's a new game. It's very good. That's out. Trek to Yomi and Citizen Sleeper both getting a lot of traction. Those came out. They put some older, if you want to talk about older games, they got the Pac-Man Museum on here.
Mm-hmm.
They've put out stuff this year, right? They put out a good amount of stuff this year.
Sure. One of the biggest games of this year was I'm forgetting the name of it right now, but Vampire Survivor
Vampire Survivor.
That's on Game Pass right now.
Tunic's another big one. Man, yes, it is a drop, but that's because last year in a 4-month period we got Age of Empires, Halo, Forza, and Psychonauts.
Right. Look at what's come out this year, right?
Yeah, we've had a fairly we had a really banger Q1, and then it just completely dropped off.
Yep.
In Q1 we got Yu-Gi-Oh! Windjammers 2 is on the service.
Yep.
But in the Q1 we had Yu-Gi-Oh!, Windjammers, Lost Ark, Destiny, Elden Ring, Horizon, Gran Turismo, Kirby, Tokyo,
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Ghostwire Tokyo, thank you. There was a ton of games that came out across the industry, and then it's completely dropped off. We're getting drips and small pieces, So yeah.
I just noticed they have Umurangi Generation, which is the first-person photography game, but it's one that comes highly rated by one such as Austin Walker. That is on the service, and I'm just downloading that now because, damn. And that's the thing about Game Pass. I just have it, and then these games come out, and you can just download them. Just hit one button, install, go, and all right, I'm downloading that game right now while I'm sitting here, and I don't know. I really, really value this even during the slow times.
Yeah, Nobody Saves the World came out on here. Mm-hmm. That was a day one Game Pass. And there's tons of stuff. I beg people, there's no way everyone's gotten through all the stuff they want to play on Game Pass already.
Right.
No way. You have Yakuza Like a Dragon. You have Yakuza 3, 4, 5, 6. You have Wolfenstein. You have the Elder Scrolls games. Tunic, 12 Minutes. Titanfall. The Outer Worlds. There's so much stuff on here. So unless you're playing games 10 hours a day, there's no way you've gotten through all of these. And you have the games like a service, like a Sea of Thieves and a Halo. I do they clap back hard. Microsoft and Xbox Game Pass tweeted back, "Tell me you only play AAA games without telling me you only play AAA games."
Yup.
Which just clapping back so hard. Yeah. I heard if you want to scroll that down a little bit so they can say the full
working
thing.
on it. It's this was Game Pass. The Game Pass account, indie account, was not. And here's the thing. Yeah, while we're looking at this meme on the screen here, I've just found out about. Oh, whoops! There we go. All right. I always forget it doesn't update. They released Loot River, which was released May 2nd generally, and that was on Game Pass. We got Trek to Yomi, which I thought was a cool looking black and white samurai game. That I was like, oh, that looks cool, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it right now. And it's on Game Pass, and I can just download it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, that's awesome. It's just cool that.
Yeah, that meme pretty spot on. So, no.
Jurassic World Evolution 2. I can just download that. I would never buy that before, but now.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing about it. Also, is I think we're going to get a lot of information on stuff on Game Pass, like from that thing on the 12th. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm very excited for that.
Yep. So here's hoping. I think that I guarantee you, just because they've gotten into a habit of doing it, I am going to guarantee you that they are going to have something on that press conference that's like, and it's going to be on Game Pass out this week.
Sure.
I guarantee you, it might be something small. Like, it could be like, oh, co-op in Halo, or whatever. But we're going to get one of those for sure.
Right.
So, all right, that was fun.
Yep.
Good little I don't know, ribbing. God, Kotaku is so fucking stupid.
They also released a story from Kotaku here. Former Xbox vice president worried Game Pass could hurt the industry.
Oh, Ed Freeze.
Yeah.
If you want to go over that.
I just pulled it up. Let's see. Vice President of Game Publishing launched the original Xbox. He's scared that the service could lead to a future in which folks stop buying games, opting instead to just pay for a single monthly subscription fee to access everything. In his view, this is a similar scenario to what happened with Spotify and the move toward music streaming, an outcome he believes hasn't been great for musicians or record labels, and he fears a similar future is coming to the games industry. So unfortunately, I don't think we have the information on how much developers get paid for being on this service.
Some of them have said, like, we haven't had a lot of that. But, like, here's the thing also, I think games are inherently different in the fact that, like, music has always been something, like, it's quick, you want to just access it and go. Like, versus, like, games are, like, more of a sit-down focus activity. And also, like, as long, I don't think Sony is going to do those day one matching. And even if they do, it's like, okay, then you're going to pick which service is going to have what you want. And, like, there are some games that I don't wait for the Game Pass for. Sure. Like, for Guardians of the Guardians of the Galaxy, perfect example. And there's so many microtransactions in games now that, like, dude, they're still getting their money anyway.
Right.
Like, yeah, dude, I play Halo on Game Pass. I've paid $20 in season passes and then stacked another, however much on top of that. So, yeah. I don't know.
I understand the concern. If you don't check, make sure that you're messing up the industry by doing this. I think that's something to be careful of and to be mindful of as you do this. But it doesn't seem like it's having the same effect at all so far, anyway.
No, almost every developer has come out and said it's been great for them. Because, like, even if like people don't have an Xbox or a PC, they'll go. But if a game gets a lot of traction on Game Pass, they end up buying it on another system.
Right. Well, yeah, and that's another thing about Game Pass is that, like, the people see this as a negative, but for this exact scenario, it's a positive. Time runs out, like on a lot of third party. It's like, all right, we had access to this. It's coming off. You can buy it at a discount because you're a member of this service, so that's cool. But like there are mechanisms in place to encourage purchasing these games too.
Yep, absolutely. Oh man.
And then I was just looking up. I was trying to find that article, and there's just like the app trigger had Xbox Game Pass drags Kotaku after ridiculously bad take. And then Kotaku being a makeup of a number of different authors or writers or whatever, 24 best games on Xbox Game Pass, Kotaku. March 2022 lineup falls short of high expectations. Game Pass gets Vampire Survivors, one of 2022's best games. It's just like, just real mixed messages. The Xbox Game Pass is losing some of its best games. Xbox Game Pass adds Mass Effect Legendary Edition this month. It doesn't say what date it was, but oh Lord, it's fine. Everything's fine. The big problem with Xbox is that they have been working really hard towards getting this AAA, their AAA end of things in order, and things are having to get delayed, and the Perfect Dark team's like struggling. Like that's where Xbox is struggling right now, which is exactly Sony's strength.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you know, Sony is very much struggling in its service.
Right.
110%, it seems.
Yep.
So,
and Forbes went right along with that and said, of course you might cancel Xbox Game Pass right now. Weird. Okay.
It just seems like a really weird, awkward pile-on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll see. All right, well, hey.
Hey.
Finally, hey, Apple.
Uh-huh.
Is currently in talks to buy EA Gaming. Disney and Amazon also potential suitors.
Yeah.
The consolidation continues.
It's continuing. At least we're throwing Apple in now. A little more.
Yeah, it's not all just Sony and Microsoft.
Yeah. Nintendo's just doing their own thing, and then Apple's got this, maybe.
I think out of all these options, Disney is the least bad option. Just because, like, the simple fact that they put a pressure on them to make Star Wars good.
Right.
Like, Apple has no skin in the game in the games industry, really. Like, there's like, whatever.
Yeah.
You want to make stuff, we're fine. And then Amazon in the games industry has such a shit reputation at this point.
Right.
Like, the way they handled New World, the way they're currently handling Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Well, like, Lost Ark is succeeding in spite of Amazon.
Right.
Let's be completely frank.
Yeah.
Not because, like, it's the number 2 game on Amazon, you know, or not Amazon, on Steam. If you take out the estimated amount of bots, it's probably the number 3 or 4 game on Steam. But, like, yeah, it's huge. It's a massive success for them, and it feels like they're doing everything they can to fuck that up.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I've taken a long break from the game, and I don't know when I'm going to come back.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's an awesome game. It's super fun, and it's well made. It's just they need to tweak it so it doesn't feel like if you're a free-to-play player, you have to live in it.
Right.
Like, everyone complains, like, man, you have to live in World of War. No. No. Like, even at Shadowlands worst, I was not living in it the way I was Lost Ark.
Sure.
So yeah. I don't know. More consolidation. Like it's not good news for sure.
I mean, that obviously that aspect we're gonna continue going down this road, but I just find this interesting. Down at the bottom here, let's see. EA's ideal candidate for a merger was Disney, as it reached out in March seeking a more meaningful relationship, quote unquote. However, the entertainment company did not pursue those conversations, likely because it's focused on building up its Disney Plus subscriber base. Additionally, a potential ESPN merger could happen as Disney owns a sports network. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting.
I just
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think Disney's a better fit, and Disney certainly has the ability to snatch up EA Gaming,
yes.
You know.
Absolutely.
I read on a different article, I don't know where it was, but the EA CEO wanted to be like a co-merge so he could remain CEO, and like that does not happen with any of the companies that they're trying to sell to. Like, good luck, dude.
Okay, guy.
I wish you the best.
Yeah, no, good luck, my guy. So
yeah.
Well,
That news?
I think that's pretty much news,
I think
my
that's
friend.
news. Wow.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Things are getting crazy.
Yeah, they are.
It was a wild week, especially for PlayStation.
Well, and that's what's so funny is that we're coming up on E3 season, and we were just talking about. I saw on Twitter, you know, we were just talking about how, like, for some people it feels like the generation still hasn't even started.
Yeah, because we still have to have a dude go into our Discord and be like, PS5s are at these places, go.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, like I still have friends fucking calling me, like, you know where I can get a PS5? You know where I can get an Xbox?
Right.
You know where I can get a video card?
Yeah.
You know, great, a video card, you can actually get one now.
That's nice.
Instead of paying $800, which is MSRP, it's down to $870.
What? That sounds all right.
Yeah, dude, you can get a 3080 for $870 nowadays.
Well, okay. Well, I was thinking about maybe investing in a PS5 just for the fun of having a new console, but I don't know. Now you're mentioning this. I can't.
Yeah, but like the thing is, it's like that 4000 series is so
Oh,
close.
I know.
You know, like trust me, I thought about it too. I was just like, and then like I was looking at 3070s, and I'm like, that's still an upgrade, and that's like affordable.
But what time of the year do you think?
I mean, rumors are as like soon as July.
Wow,
that's the rumors. If I were a betting man, I would say September again.
Okay.
I'd say 2 years.
Yeah.
Seems about right.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm almost kind of committed to seeing if I could like go even further with the 1080.
Sure.
How long can I ride this ride?
You don't want to ride until like you realize you need to change, and then you're in this uncomfortable situation again, where it's like, I could upgrade now, but maybe if I just live in this hellish existence for a couple more months.
The thing is though, the 1080, like the only time that it has trouble is when streaming. That's it. Like that's all. Like that's the only time I'm ever like, fuck, I need a new graphics card.
Right.
You know, it's like, well, that and Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
You know, like every other one is just like, oh, we're good. We're fucking we're set.
Right.
You know, so I'm like sitting here like, well,
yeah.
You know, like would I like ray tracing and like better stream performance? Yeah. But like, you know, it'd be really funny if I could get to 5000 series and still have like playing on a 1080.
Yep.
I think about how good that upgrade would feel, man.
It'd probably feel pretty good. Would probably feel pretty good.
Lord.
Oh man.
So anyway, yeah, we're I don't know. If you were in Reno this week, apparently it was real easy to get a PS5.
Yeah, clearly.
So I think that's turning around. I think we're finally starting to see the end of the console droughts. You know, we're already starting to see the end of the Switch drought and the Series S drought. Now we're out of the PS5 and Series X, or almost out.
Yeah.
And then we have, and then on top of that we have, Lord, what's it called? Then on top of that we have, the fact that the new video cards are going to be out. And here's the beautiful part about the new video cards. Even if there's a shortage, even if we have a massive video card shortage, it doesn't matter, because that means you'll probably be able to get a 3000 series on an affordable rate. So either way, you're probably in good shape. You probably don't need to worry too much.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, anyway. That is the hope. So,
man.
Anyway,
all right.
Hey guys, we played video games this week.
Did we play video games?
I played video games.
Okay.
And I saw you guys playing video games. I was lurking.
Yeah.
I was keeping an eye out. So, yeah. So we were playing the video games, and yeah, I finally put time. You know, so this week I made a commitment that, you know what, I've been going real hard at work. I've been managing a relationship. I'm doing keeping the house maintained, and been remodeling the house. So I'm going to take this week off, other than our show that we're currently recording that we can't talk about because we're being all stealth about it.
For funs.
Yeah, for funs.
That's all.
And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to do shit this week besides play Horizon and hang out at the house, basically.
Yeah.
So I played Horizon and hung out at the house a whole bunch. And yeah, it was awesome.
That sounds great.
tell you, I did a bunch of side quests. They were super fun. They were great. The main story has been very interesting. I'm about a third of the way through the full game. I think that if you are a fan of that kind of big open world adventure game type thing with an RPG element, you're going to really enjoy it.
Okay.
So there's that. I will say that I kind of hate Aloy.
Really?
I didn't like her in the first game, and I don't like her now. She comes off as a whiny, spoiled brat that is very unintelligent. She just bitches and moans about everything. And there's something that I realized. Okay, it is very much dependent on her to save the world.
Mm-hmm.
We literally require her genetic code to save the world, but she will not take help from anyone, and if she dies, the world is doomed.
Right.
And I'm just sitting here going, at least as far as I am now,
mm-hmm.
and I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, if I were in that situation, I don't care who was in danger. I would take help from anyone and everyone I could get. I would be going through the countryside with a goddamn fucking loudspeaker being like, if I die, you're all fucked. Please help.
Sure.
So, yeah. The game is fun, but I find her to be a very annoying protagonist.
Dang.
She is not Nathan Drake, for sure.
Sure.
So there's that.
That's a shame.
But yeah, the game. If you're looking for, and it's fucking beautiful. I've been posting screenshots on my Twitter.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, dude. That game, man, you want a good excuse to see 4K ray tracing with HDR.
Ooh, yeah.
It does work.
Game. Okay.
Yeah.
We have to bump it up.
Yeah. That is a technical showpiece for open world games for sure. So there's that. I put some time into Halo Infinite. I'm about 1/8 through the battle pass.
Okay.
At this point. So there's that. I think that it is. It's more Halo. The new map they added is really good. I really like it. Or the new maps, rather. The new modes are super fun. They added a territories mode, but added a twist to it. They basically have a version of Battle Royale. It's like Battle Royale meets a gun game from Call of Duty.
All right.
And it's called Last Spartan Standing. It's super fun. Some of the new armors look cool. Some of the new armors look stupid.
Okay.
So take that how you will. It's more Halo, man. They're getting that game together. I will say I definitely understand why Parker has some issues with that game from a lag standpoint, because I was playing it at my girlfriend's house and she does not have ideal internet by any means. I checked, it's about 100 down, 10 up.
Okay.
And it's all Wi-Fi, so inconsistent signal.
Right.
I'm spoiled, dude. Everything except the PS5 in this house is hardwired.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm gonna hardwire the PS5 as soon as I purchase another cable.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway, so what ends up? I put some time into Halo. It's still great. I capped in Guild Wars, and I need to finish the MSQ for the main game. And then I will be done with the Guild Wars for a while. Nice. I'm going to take a break. It plays really well. It plays well, if anything. It's super... That combat feels really good, really satisfying. I think the game has points where... Same with my setup, says Lucifer Seth Lord, to the everything. Yeah, dude. We even got Stephanie's computer hardwired. Oh, wait, no. The living room Xbox is also not hardwired, but it doesn't fucking need to be. It's a streaming box that I play Stardew Valley on. So it's not really a big deal. It is a 360 emulator. There you go. I love my wires hard. Yeah, you do, buddy. Yeah, you got Zilla all over that wire's face. Yeah. All right. Also, hey man, how you been? I haven't heard from you in a while. You okay? Anyway, so capped out in Guild Wars 2. Gonna finish the MSQ and take a bit of a break. Destiny has a new season, so I want to get into that before I go. And I'm also just kind of getting MMO burnout because I'm like, I've been juggling. For basically since the end of January, I've been juggling anywhere from 2 to 5 MMOs at a time, and I'm finally getting a little bit of MMO burnout. So kind of, I'm better than ever and back on Twitch. Well, thank you.
Thank you,
I'm
Lucifer.
glad you're back on Twitch. Yeah, no. Well, because it's the only type of games I've really been playing. Like, since basically the end of January to this past week, until this week, I was playing like only MMOs. So yeah, that's a thing. Anyway. So yeah, so like I was saying, I capped out in Guild Wars. I'm finished MSQ. Combat's great. It's very much the MMO you play when you don't want a traditional MMO experience.
Right.
Very similar to Destiny. I do like the fact that I got a full set of exotic gear now. So unless I want to do another build, I don't really need to worry about gear and can just worry about content, getting legendaries and getting the mounts. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so capped out in Guild Wars. WoW. I played more World of Warcraft. I got Lore Master of Shadowlands.
Hell yeah.
Congrats.
I am now Lore Master of the Shadowlands, Lore Master of Kultiris, Lore Master of the Broken Isles, Lore Master of the Draenor and Pandaria. So now I just need, and Cataclysm. Now I just need to do Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, Outland, Northrend. So,
Do you get a title after you get all those?
If you do every Lore Master, you get the title of Lore Master.
Fantastic. Great.
And a special tabard.
Okay.
Yep.
Does that title go away when they like unlock a new expansion or anything? Okay.
Nope. It's there forever. Which
damn.
Makes me wish I would have done it years ago.
Exactly, right.
Yep.
I look back and I'm like, I should have just downloaded an add-on during Wrath and got it then.
Yeah.
So, but nope, too late. I'm doing it now though.
All right.
So
go for it.
Yeah. So there's that. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh briefly.
I saw that.
Yeah. It's a really good game, man.
Sure.
It is one hell of a game. I think that it certainly helps that like it's a game I can kind of play mindlessly while watching stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly helps. Like if I want to get caught up on anime or chat with Stella or anything like that, I can just throw it on and not focus. Versus like, as much as I've been loving Horizon, the way I want to play that game is to black out my room, turn up the surround sound, and not have anyone bother me, which seems that in my life it gets harder and harder and harder.
Right.
So, yeah, so that's kind of that.
Okay. Nice.
And let's see what else we got in here. So you played more Elden Ring, eh?
I played a bit of Elden Ring. It wasn't. We're exploring the Lendel capital city. We had just entered it on stream earlier this week. That place is screwed.
Sure.
Trying to figure out my way. There's a lot of different directions I can go with it. But I need to find out where the guy in the volcano is, and I think I'm just gonna have to look that up because I can't figure out how to get in on my own. And then the capital, I just gotta run around in a bunch of different directions and just see what I can find. But not a lot of progress was made there. It's the dilemma I always come back to. We've talked about it enough on the podcast that I'm not going to go over it too much, but just like I love everything about this game, but the difficulty is just not for me, and that's okay, except for the part where I want to see this game. So, yeah.
I mean, you do it right, and I did in Bloodborne. Oh, we hit a wall. Let's go kill stuff over and over and over to level up like 40 times.
I mean, yes, but that's not fun to me.
I don't know, man. It's a pretty good way to disassociate.
Yeah, I guess. Jesus, if that's how you want to spend your time, that's fine.
Sometimes I need to, man. What can I say?
If I'm gonna do that, I would rather go into Final Fantasy and work on my jobs.
Yeah. I kind of I finally started some new jobs in Final Fantasy this week.
Right.
I tested out Dancer.
Dancer's fun.
Lord of Dance. Dude, it's so fast. Like, holy shit.
It's good.
Like, oh my god, dude. Like, if you have been complaining that game is slow, play some Dancer. Yeah, so there's that. And I also started Samurai.
Samurai's good.
Samurai's weird. The class is very weird the way I function.
It takes some getting used to it.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It really does. I like how much faster it is, though.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, it's really fast, and it's all about the combos.
Yeah, I like level like versus is just like, especially at level 50. Like a level 50 black mage is like, I get ley lines now. Or
right.
Like, no, at like level 53 even. It's like I get ley lines now versus like Samurai has like full combos and stuff. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, did you play anything besides Elden Ring though?
No, I played a little bit of Hades and just kind of went through. I demonstrated God mode because again we were coming off of Elden Ring and the issue of difficulty, and Hades has a God mode, which means not as hard, but it's still plenty engaging. So I was having fun regardless, and then I did another run with God mode off, and we got through it both times just fine, and talked with a bunch of characters, got some relationship moves forward, and God, Hades is just fantastic. So
it's a really good game.
Yeah.
I've been playing it. I've played it a bit on my Xbox and on my PC. I want to continue my Xbox playthrough because of achievements.
Sure. Yes. Yes.
So, but
another game on Game Pass.
It is another game on Game Pass because I own the PC version, but I do not own the Xbox version, so I played it.
Right.
So yeah. All right. Cool, man.
That's it.
Hey, Ninja. I saw you. I popped into your stream once this week, and I saw you playing that Rogue Legacy 2.
Yeah, it's it's a lot of fun. I am like halfway through it now. I've killed 3 of the 6 bosses.
Mm-hmm.
The new classes are in. I thought I had unlocked all the new classes, and then I kept upgrading my castle and finding out that there are more and more and more and more and more. The new classes are pretty fun. There's my favorites so far are the chef, the boxer, and the boxer. It reminds me of Little Mac. Depending on how big you get your combo, you can then do a knockout punch, which can one-hit KO bosses if your combo's big enough.
Jeez.
The chef can heal by cooking items, or can use his frying pan to smack projectiles back at enemies.
Nice.
Okay.
There's a Valkyrie which can attack in any direction. There's a gunslinger, who I am not fond of, but is kind of cool to use. And then there are 3 or 4 more classes on my screen that I haven't unlocked. I don't know how many more there are after that. But there's a lot to do in that game, a lot to unlock in that game, and it's fun. Again, I think I said previously, if you like Rogue Legacy 1, you'll like it too.
Okay.
It is currently number 2 on my Steam wish list behind Sea of Stars. So
nice.
Yeah.
I want to pick it up. It's just that I have just so much other shit that I haven't played or I'm not far enough in, and I feel bad.
Of course.
At this point, so I'm just okay, no, you need to finish Horizon and that Uncharted remaster before you start digging into other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which is going to fail miserably because I believe there's a game I'm interested coming out in June. I want to say.
Oh.
Mario Strikers is what? Not this week, but next week.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
There's a demo out for that right now.
Ah, damn.
That one I'm not. I'm probably gonna wait on. Like, I'll wait till Black Friday, but because Nintendo has a really good habit of been actually doing like it's only like a 20 to like 20% off, but it's still money off.
Right.
Like for example, I've been wanting to buy the Switch version of 13 Sentinels. Really bad. Just I don't want to.
Also a very good game.
I just don't want to add to my backlog. I know Stella wants to play The Quarry, that new game by the
right.
Yeah. But yeah, like
pre-ordered. Yep.
I'm interested in the Capcom fighting game collection. I guess it wasn't June. But no, in July I want to play as Zero Striker Gunvolt. So like and Live a Live or Live Alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm super stoked for that game.
As long as it reviews even sort of okay, I'm gonna be down for it.
All right.
Like that one is
the SNES version of that game is pretty good, so I'm excited about an updated version.
Yeah, dude, it looks awesome. Like, it looks so cool. That's coming out in July, and like I need to be through Horizon and at least half of Uncharted by then before I commit to buying that. Because I love Chrono Trigger, and I've just been trying to reignite the magic.
Yep.
So yeah. Apparently Sea of Stars is close to being like out, and I have like an Xbox playthrough of Like a Dragon sitting there, so going through that again. All right, hey. I know Ninja, you've also been doing rhythm games, I believe.
Yeah, every Monday night now. I no longer do a once a month stream. It's now weekly.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Every Monday night I play rhythm games. We start off with a rhythm game that uses this beast of a controller.
Jesus Christ.
And it's got buttons and like the knobs you turn to coincide with like lasers that come up on screen and stuff. We're like, I think halfway through the difficulty structure. It goes from 1 to I think 21, and we're at 13.
Dang.
So I'd start with that, and then I'll play new rhythm games, or rhythm games that I haven't played in a while. I think this last week I played Bullets Per Minute, which is a first-person roguelike rhythm game shooter.
Okay.
Everything you just said there just broke my brain.
It's there's an icon on screen that tells you like when the beat hits, and so you're shooting and reloading and dodging enemy attacks and using abilities in time to the beat or the offbeat. And then there are a multitude of guns, there are a multitude of abilities, there are a bunch of different characters. The game has come a long way from when it was first released, when it had like 2 characters. I think there are like 8 or 9 now to choose from. The guns are really satisfying to shoot. There are some guns that like ignore the rhythm game mechanic completely. You can get like a chain gun, and then you can get a weapon that gives you infinite ammo. So all you have to do is fire once with the chain gun, and then hold down the click, and then you're just shooting for the rest of the game with no consideration for them whatsoever.
Every time I hate that you're playing these rhythm games, because it makes me want to go like hunt down a new Rock Band drum set and get really back into Rock Band.
There you go.
I went to Cap and Trade games, and they've got a bunch of Rock Band drums. I don't know if they have any for the PS4.
That's the problem, is the PS4 one is like a fucking unicorn, but that's the best one.
Yeah.
Like, I have a PS3. I have the original PS3 one, but the thing is loud, hot garbage.
Right.
Like that's the problem. Is like I have a drum set. It's just I don't have
a good one.
A good one. Like,
right.
It's kind of that thing where it's like, well, if I want to have people over for Rock Band, we at least have a drum set. Like right. It's a pain in the ass, but we have one at least. So I don't know. I'm gonna look into like, it's like $250 seems to be the magic number. Yeah. So if I'm lucky, maybe less sometimes, but generally like $200. 200, 250 seems to be the magic number for one of those.
Yep.
I know that they have 360 360 drums are up there.
Mm-hmm.
Like those like it's just that like it's so frustrating.
You could pay yourself and get a Wii set of drums.
All right.
Okay, sell me on this.
I think I've said it all. I don't think anything else needs to be said.
What else? Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, like I keep checking like eBay to see if I can like luck into a deal, but like it's just it's not happening, man. It's
Sure.
it's just not happening. It's if I want them, I'm gonna have to save up, drop like a good $250 to $300.
Yeah, like the longer you wait, the more expensive it's going to get, right?
Like I just found one for $170. It's just I gotta handle car shit. Otherwise, I'd jump on that shit right now.
Right.
Like it's just if you've ever heard the production stuff on these, you know that it's a complete shit show and that we're not going to get more made, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse.
Yep.
So here's hoping that I can get lucky. Maybe I can. I keep an eye on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff, and
right.
We'll see.
That's smart.
Yeah. So, anyway, and I understand that you did Persona 5 Royal.
Yeah, yesterday I started streaming Persona 5 Royal that I'll be doing on Saturdays.
All right.
It is... There are so many quality of life improvements.
Oh, dude, yes.
In that game over then, like I only played for 5 hours because yesterday we were gonna go to emo night, so I had to get ready for that. But and that's not my scene like at all. In case you can't tell, but
I've gone to the Reno. I actually have a story. Remember one of those from one of those is I remember when those started coming into Reno, I had friends who really wanted to go, and my friend Felicia really wanted me and Ray to go, like really wanted us to go really bad. And I posted a meme about goth girlfriends, just like, oh, this is funny. And she posts on it, tagging Ray and I, come to emo night, you'll be swimming in goth bitches.
All right.
So, we went to emo night. I went to emo night dressed like I was going to a ska concert, which I'm sure that wasn't weird at all.
Not at all. Nope.
So anyway, I went to emo night, and to be fair, the band complimented my shirt. So
there you go.
There you go. Yeah, that's a win.
Yeah. Those are fun, but they're definitely not my scene anymore. It doesn't help that they choose one of the shittiest pizzas in Reno to hand out at those things.
Yeah.
What is the obsession in this town with pizzava?
I have no idea. It is not great pizza.
It's not. Like, wild garlic is better. Blind onion's better. If you're looking for the hipster pizza places, if you're looking for the traditional place, like fucking Boulevard blows it out of the water.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I don't get it.
Is it cheaper?
No.
Well,
no. It's a hipster pizza place that isn't all that great.
Great.
Like it's so frustrating. It's so unbelievably frustrating. So yeah.
Right.
Anyway, Persona 5 is good.
Good.
It's good.
Yeah, shocking. I know. Real hot take there.
Yeah.
Stamp of approval.
Stamp of approval. The game that I've been playing for the past 3 years is good.
Yeah.
And I'm slowly chipping through. Dude, Persona 5 Royal is so long.
Right.
It is a very long game.
It's so long. Like, oh god, I barely finished regular Persona 4. Like, and like I had to finish it in time for Game of the Year stuff that year. So I played through like the last 40 hours over 3 days.
Jesus.
It was not a healthy way to play that game. So all right, cool. Persona, good. Emily, you got anything to add?
Nothing. No games.
No games.
All right.
No games. All right. All right. Well,
when are we doing that? Get an Xbox for Emily stream. When is that happening?
I think we're gonna have to do June or no, July. July. It'll have to be July.
Okay.
Because I know that we have the Nasty Boots crew on next week.
Okay.
And we're also the week after that we're going on the Triumvirate podcast.
Oh.
And that's on Friday the 10th.
All right.
And then I know Parker wants to be on sometime during June.
Okay.
So, and then we also have the E3 stuff in June.
Right.
So, or not E3 stuff as it's being called.
Yes.
So, yeah, we got a lot of shit to handle. So, we'll
Probably July.
Yes, July is looking like we'll go in, see if we can rally the community to get Emily an Xbox so she can play stuff with us on stream. Or at least, if we can even get her halfway to an Xbox, there you go.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Please follow us in our Discord and our social medias so you can know when all this stuff is happening.
Yep.
Thank you for watching and getting caught up on all the lovely news in the world of video games.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you next week. We love you.
See you guys.